Stop for big moments. In the design specifics category of videos, I like to discuss the thinking behind some of the smaller details that go into games. This may seem like it bleeds into the planning and game design category, but think of these as things that require hands-on work to implement. Now, let's get started. Stop effects. Don't skimp on them. I consider this topic to be quite an important one. Let's look at something called hit stop. It refers to a brief stop in the action that occurs, for example, when hitting an opponent. Whether or not it's there will completely change how heavy a hit feels, so it's a pretty important effect. The finished zoom effect in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate could be seen as an extension of this, but that's maybe a bit closer to what I call boss stop. Boss stop is a term I coined while designing my games, referring to the stop effect you see when you defeat a boss. I was already using these all the way back in Kirby's Adventure for the NES. When you defeat a boss, the screen stops and flashes for a moment. This is vital for letting the player really feel that impact. The action also stops when Kirby loses a life. Considering how important hit stops are, I really think they should be used all over the place, regardless of genre. Take shooting games, for example. In a lot of scrolling shoot-em-ups, it's very easy to die without even realizing. If players are left wondering what happened, it's a real missed opportunity. The takeaway shouldn't be, wait, I got hit? That just tells you that something's wrong. Let's look at a game called Fantasy Zone. It was released in 1986. Here, the screen stops for a second the moment you get hit. It's just a pause, nothing too fancy, but you can clearly see the point of impact, giving you plenty of that "oh no" feeling. The more you include this kind of thing, the better. As it turns out, Fantasy Zone took a lot of cues from a similar game called Defender. Look what happens when you get hit. It might just be a part of the visual effect, but the stop is there all the same, in a game developed in 1980, no less. I feel like North American games of the time often used effects like this. Stopping the screen is just one of many tools in your toolbox. Let's look at how some effects impact a couple of shooting games. First with no effects, then after adding screen stop, screen shake, and slow motion. In your game's big moments, stop. Let your players feel those moments of success or defeat. It's a relatively easy effect to implement, so why not?